going on, guys? Matty C here, and today talking about something a little special. Got announced a couple weeks ago now, or last week, one of those days. Something. Nintendo Switch. Eric, what are your thoughts on it? What do you think?
I am actually pleasantly surprised.
Me too.
I came in thinking, okay, this is probably going to be super bad. Like, it's going to look like a toy. I'm just going to let this play while we're talking.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a toy, and it's not going to appeal to me at all.
I'm so glad they started with Zelda.
No kids no kids in this video at all. It appealed to our age demographic.
Now, first of all, I want to point out that I had a feeling that Nintendo would still go the route of something just completely innovative and weird. But I like it. And I also like this. I also like the fact that they basically combined their new console with their new handheld console. So you can just take it wherever you want and play.
Oh yeah, you can just play Zelda whenever. Oh, if you're on an airplane, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And the console itself looks really slick. And cartridges. It looks slick. It doesn't look like a toy. It actually looks like a tablet, which is really cool.
Also, they revealed Skyrim, so Skyrim's coming out for the Switch. Mod support?
Probably
not. But yeah, we're seeing it like that, but it looks great. That made me the happiest. I was so happy to see they're coming out with Pro controllers at launch. It looks like a really, really nice controller as well. And then the fact that they've got the docking station just puts it on your TV.
Look at that. It looks like a normal controller.
It's a really nice, and from the looks of it, it looks like it is gripped on the handles,
it does
rubber
look like
grip
it's a rubber.
on the handles. Really nice.
You got a normal D-pad.
Kind of like an Xbox One setup there.
Yeah, the thumbsticks look like Xbox One.
They look like really nice thumbsticks.
And then you got maybe a pause and select maybe a share button, because it seems like there's four buttons right there.
Yeah, I do think that they are going to finally do Twitch streaming and
kind of like how all these other
sharing
consoles
gameplay
do.
like every other console does now, like Xbox and PS4, which is really nice because you better believe I'm getting a Switch and I'm gonna put Let's Plays of Breath of the Wild up. You better believe it.
You got it almost looks like there's a headset jack right here.
Yes,
which is really
also
nice.
really nice. They've never had the Wii U has decent online play, but they still have never created a decent headphone jack.
No,
none of the controllers have them. They've got camera things, but it's just the headset. And no.
But it's really surprising. I was kind of blown away by it.
Yeah.
Just the fact of if Skyrim, because they said it's iffy with Skyrim, but just the fact that the idea of playing Skyrim on the go and then doing stuff like this.
That too, you can just use the screen and
then use the little controllers.
They're using the little things as controllers. Heck yeah, man, that's so cool. I would literally take that thing to a restaurant while I'm waiting for my food and be like, guys, let's play Mario Kart while we're waiting for our food. That's cool.
Basically, the multiplayer
Yeah, so it's like a system link.
A wireless system link, kind of like how the DS
does download play.
Yep.
So they've added download play to
a console. A console, which is amazing. It's really cool. And then, a new Mario game.
New 3D Mario game, finally. Please make an actual successor to 64 and Sunshine.
And it almost looks like it's going to be.
Yes.
If we go back here.
And I love how fast it switches out to, but if they finally do an open world Mario that I've been waiting for, look, I get it. Galaxy was awesome. I loved Galaxy, but it's not an open world game.
Yeah, and then just how fast, when you take it out of that dock, it's
instant. I love that. It's so cool. Now,
It's like, oh, Susan's taking her Switch to the garden party
yeah.
on the rooftop, as always.
One thing that I'm hoping they do, I hope they sell the frickin' things. Well, okay, well that's the whole console. I'm just saying I hope they sell like screen control. I hope they sell those things separately. Because with the gamepad for the Wii U, you can't go out and buy them.
Oh no. Well, that's the thing though. I don't think I don't think you'll be able to buy the tablet section separately.
I don't know.
Because I feel like that's part of the console.
That's true. Like that's another thing that I thought like that is the console.
Yeah, like that is essentially the console. That's why it's able to go mobile.
Yeah.
Because it's technically mobile already, and the dock basically just converts it to TV.
Yeah, that too. It's coming out in March.
Yeah, it's coming out in
they've been
March.
working on this thing forever, so it's coming out in March.
I mean, come on, let's be honest though, too. Like, how long have we been talking about NX for a while?
Yeah,
and they're like, games are coming to NX that the console that hasn't even been announced yet.
Now, I know they're coming out with the NX, but I still hope they don't abandon the Wii U. I'm getting a Switch.
Feel like
I'm telling you right now, I'm getting a Switch, but I just don't know if I'm getting it right away. I probably am. I'm a sucker.
They're gonna be abandoning the Wii U.
I'm such a sucker for Nintendo. I'm probably gonna get it at launch.
Honestly, I was skeptical, but I'm going to pick up the Switch.
Yes.
I'm going to pick that up at launch. Just because it's cool. And then for the first time in a while, I've thought about switching ecosystems because third-party support, if that is actually a thing, as Skyrim suggests. Just imagine being able to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take, I don't know, I was gonna say Halo on the go. Not Halo on the go, but like Call of Duty on the go.
Yeah.
Like just all these third-party
Battlefield.
games.
Just
Battlefield.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, Batman. I'm gonna play some Batman.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wait for my friend. Whatever I'm picking him up, I'm gonna play
long
Arkham
car
City.
trips. Car trips, flights. Playing Skyrim on the go, Fallout 4.
Okay. So, this is basically the whole console is mobile. If they have, now they'll probably have to have some sort of service where you can run beta on it. But if they incorporate,
and if that's an actual already thing
on there, Pokemon game,
that's the thing, yes.
So that you've got your mobile console now. We've got Pokemon Go. I can only imagine a Pokemon game that they're going to come out with for this console.
When we finally get our Pokemon
I was talking with a couple buddies of mine at work, and
I want my dream
Pokemon. They are like, it's happening. It has to happen.
It has to happen now.
I think because see with this, I think they really are, because I already expected Nintendo to innovate. They're always the innovators. So they innovated, but they also made it really awesome. So I think with this, listening to the consumers, showing stuff like that, I think they're finally figuring out that, okay, we're gonna start listening.
Like, this is for gamers. This is for gamers that actually want to play games, not waggle controllers.
Yeah. So I really do believe this time around we are going to get the games we've been looking forward to. I think we're gonna get a new Metroid Prime. I think we're gonna get a Pokemon game. I think we're gonna get an actual Pokemon game. I think we are actually going to get a new Star Fox game, kind of like Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube.
I'm excited because I get to actually play Splatoon because I never got to play that.
Splatoon is great.
Splatoon,
it's really fun. But I am actually really excited. I'm really excited.
It's gonna be really cool. Like, I mean, look at that. Like, just being able to do that and be like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna hop on. Now.
Plus that too. Like, oh my gosh, they barely have setups for like tournaments like that. You just, all right, let's go.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Like,
Nintendo Switch.
And it was really surprising. It surprised me. I was at work when they released this. And I'm like, okay, let's see what it's gonna be. It's probably not gonna be super exciting, And I'm sitting there watching this thing, and I'm like, wow, I want this. Like, this is a handheld that I want because I love my Vita. I am on the Vita Island, like the kind of funny guys say. I'm on Vita Island. No really big games are coming out. You know, we get our small like indie games and stuff from Square Enix, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But no big games are coming out. I may have to. Well, I can't leave Vita Island, but I may have to hop on and get this because I do love me a good handheld, and I want a game that like a system that I can sit there and not feel like I'm being restricted in a way on a handheld, but playing a real thing. Well, I mean, you got a decent screen. The only thing I'm concerned about is battery life on this thing.
Yep.
Is the biggest thing.
Yep.
I mean, you're running that much power. How bad is the battery going to be? And that's
I'm sure
thing. Nintendo has not said anything else other than just releasing this video.
No, and I'm sure they're gonna come out with car chargers as well.
Oh yeah, they would have to. And I love the console itself because it's so simplistic.
And see, the other thing too was the fact that you can take that anywhere is great because I recently bought Super Mario 64. I downloaded it on my Wii U, and I'm just playing it on my tablet controller. But
Virtual Console.
Yeah, they're probably going to add GameCube Virtual Console. They're going to
thinking
go up
GameCube console and maybe even Wii U games.
possibly
in
Wii
Virtual
U
console,
too.
depending on if you use a tablet. I think they're gonna restrict that. Like if it's something where you don't need the big tablet,
Yeah,
they're not gonna. They're like, okay.
yeah.
Now I'm kind of curious if they're gonna let you use the old like hardware.
That's the other thing
controller.
too. Cause see, the Wii U is backwards compatible with everything, but they make you use
Now,
Wii controllers if
it
you put a Wii
seems
game
like
in it.
you're going to be able to just because where did I see that at the first time? The lights, the old Wii U lights. I think here when he slides the thing off here. Can't wait for Zelda.
I know. You and me both,
That just
dude.
looks so cool. I've
You
never
and
been
me
excited
both.
for a Zelda game until now.
Every time a new Zelda
Like-
game comes out, I'm like, I gotta play it.
Yeah. So you got the lights there.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of like the Wii U light, the Wii Wiimote lights.
yeah.
So I have a feeling maybe it may sync up. They just don't want to show the waggle because they're like,
Right.
we're not going to make games for that.
Yeah,
And they don't want to scare people.
Right.
In the first little teaser that they're doing, being
Right.
like, "Oh, hey, you guess what? You can still use the waggle." Oh no, they're gonna make waggle games. No.
yeah.
So
I
I have a
think they're-
feeling you may be able to use it.
I
but
think they're doing away with it, but they're not doing away with it.
yeah, they're not.
They're
going
not
to
doing
make
away with it,
anymore.
but they're not developing for it.
They're gonna let you play the old games that you have. Well, they said the physical discs aren't going to work, but that doesn't
Right.
mean they can't just do digital and do the virtual console.
Right.
And everything is just in this pool. That's why I do like Nintendo though, just because yeah, it may not be backwards compatible in a way, but it is.
Yeah.
You get it, you play it.
They still cater to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, we've got all these. They're downloadable,
Like,
but they're all there.
Like I'm trying to debate whether or not to pick up a Wii U now if the prices go down a little bit on them.
I think the price is right now.
And like just play. I wanna play Mario Maker. I wanna get Mario Maker.
Oh, it's awesome.
Like, cause I want to do stuff for that. Cause that'd be cool. Like little. That would actually be a cool Thursday throwdown. Like
yeah.
we would each make a Mario level and have
Mhm.
that person beat it. Try to
Yeah.
beat it. But yeah, no, I wanna be a fan of Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's just it's been hard. I loved my 3DS when I had it. Then I just kind of fell off, but I still loved it.
Yeah.
And this is calling to me, honestly. Being able to like go on flights with this thing.
Oh yeah. Not to mention, Street Pass is probably going to be ridiculous.
Right? I that's one thing I really wish I would have sold my DS. I had a lot of cool like Street Pass stuff.
Hmm.
from going to like LA and like
Yeah,
coming back,
Street
like,
Pass was really cool, incorporated in Pokemon and
Yeah.
Animal Crossing too.
I loved Animal. Oh, just think a Switch Animal Crossing. Like, there's just so many possibilities for this, and I really hope that they do it right. Really hope they do it right.
Yes. So far, so good. I
I do
like
like that though. I like the little adapter they have for the controller. Now, and I'm curious if these things that he's holding are motion controlled.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can play them without having to connect it to anything. Because the guy on the plane did that. Like when he was playing
Yeah.
Skyrim.
See, I'm just wondering if like that was just something, or like that little dongle to put the screen on when they're in the cars. Like
Yeah.
Nintendo is making that.
That'd be really cool if they do that.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that is just so cool. Oh, well, I'm gonna play on my big TV here. You know, no biggie. I really hope that that's something that they're making. That you just slide a little tablet on there. Now the only thing that I have a beef with the controller being separate for two-player is the position of the analog stick's gonna be different.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a cool, like, don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea. I like that idea. But then you're gonna have people that use that other controller trying to blame it on the controller.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's because I got this controller. The analog stick's too close. You know, like, but it's still a cool idea. And I'm curious if you don't have to play it like that, and then you can still just take the controllers with you. Like, I want to know if you can play the Pro Controller mobile like that.
Yeah.
If you can do that, I'm sold completely.
I think you can.
I think
I
you
don't
can
see
too.
why not.
I think you
It's
can.
out of the docking
Yeah,
station.
it's out of the dock. Like, it syncs up to the actual thing.
Yeah.
So I think it will be, because then just imagine 4-player, and even though Call of Duty I wouldn't be doing it, but it's a good example. 4-player multiplayer Call of Duty on the go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, your friends talking crap, like, oh, I'm better at Call of Duty. No, I'm better. Let's try it right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, just that type of stuff. And then, like, I mean, I don't necessarily go to bars anymore, but, like, there'd be a cool, like, friend
Oh,
get together,
yeah,
like,
man.
chilling at a bar. I mean, I would necessarily wouldn't be drinking, but, like, just being at a bar, just chilling, you know?
Yeah.
Just doing something, just chilling with your friends. Take your console over. If they don't even have, like, you know, a console, or then you shouldn't be friends with them anyway. But but still, like,
you
you
don't
know,
need that kind of negativity in your life.
yeah, you don't need that type of negativity. But like that, this is too perfect.
I like it.
It's too perfect.
Obviously, what comes out is probably going to be like this or that. It's going to be like, oh, Nintendo, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
But
It is Nintendo, so expect Nintendo heartbreak.
yes, there's always something they do really wrong.
And then something they do really right.
Yikes. Yeah, yikes. Just, like, it was cool, and then it was really not cool.
Got your GameCube controller
Yeah,
there.
I at least
Like, that was
liked-
really cool.
Yeah, I at least liked how they incorporated
Like-
backwards compatibility into the system.
This is an ugly system.
What a piece of poop.
Like, this is just an ugly
What a fat
system.
white
and
turd.
it's heavy. It's so heavy.
I know.
And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to place it like this and make it look cool on my console, on my stand.
The feet for the Wii U are just like little little legs. That's all they are. They don't have a
Seriously?
big thing like that.
I didn't even know that.
Rubber feet.
Yeah, that's how much I play Nintendo. I don't even have this hooked up. I feel bad because I do want to play some Nintendo games, but I don't want to take the effort of hooking this up.
That's fair.
Like, right? Like, there's so many things that I want to do with this because I want to, and that's the thing with this. I can't do Let's Plays because it's the
Yeah.
component. That's why I want to get a Wii U because that at least is an HDMI slot, so I can do stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I want to be a Nintendo kid again. Well, for the first time. Well, no, I'll consider myself a Nintendo kid because I was Game Boy.
Okay.
That was my experience with Nintendo.
Okay.
Game Boy, all the way Game Boy Color. I had all the Game Boys.
Yes.
SP.
I never got an
Advance.
SP. I had an Advance.
And then
I went from
DS came out. DS was awesome.
That was just like
DS
that was
just like
that was the
what?
biggest game changer. That was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Like, wait, 2 screens?
Like,
How is this gonna work?
I didn't have an SP. I went from Advance to DS, and my parents got me a DS for Christmas with Super Mario 64, and I was just like,
Yeah, Super Mario 64.
I was like
DS is just
seizing
like,
while playing. I'm like, what's happening? It's Super
Like, it's
Mario
so
64.
Like, but yeah, like for me, Nintendo was mobile, so that's why I feel like this is gonna be a good getting me back into console with Nintendo because it's a hybrid. It's like the best thing that I love combined with just Nintendo in general. So I actually get the full-fledged like console games.
I hope that they find a way to incorporate online play for virtual console games. Like, can you imagine, like,
Yes.
oh, I downloaded Conker's Bad Fur Day. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do online. Like that would be so man.
Teddy's versus Weasels.
I want it. I want it.
Please.
Well, that
Back.
yes, I'm going to call it because my dog is going crazy downstairs. That has been it for the Matty C Show. Anything more Nintendo, make sure to follow us. We will talk about more stuff as it becomes available.
It's exciting.
It is an exciting time. I'm going to follow this very closely. And so, as always, until next time, have a great one.
See you later.
All right.
Not to mention, they're probably gonna do like 3DS to Switch syncing and all that kind of stuff. And
That'd be so
I just
Inception.
Oh! I'm in another dimension.
I got sucked in.
Not to mention that they're probably gonna do like a whole sync like thing where you can probably
It's messing with me.
so you know how the PS4